The opening session of the Tattersalls December Mares Sale saw a top price of 1.8 million guineas, paid by Willingham for Caught You Looking from Tally-Ho stud, in a dramatic bidding frenzy that lit up the sales ring here for the first of our two Sceptre Sessions for elite fillies and mares. The action-packed sale featured bids from Federico Barberini, Amo Racing's Kia Jarobshian, Will Walden and an additional online bidder, before eventually falling in favour of Vin Cox on behalf of the successful purchaser.
There's bids coming from all corners of the auditorium, which is always a good sign. You like to see competition. You hate to be the only one out there. So no, it was good. She's a well-performed filly, only a 3-year-old filly that we think has got a pretty good profile to race on with, and our ambition at this stage is probably to send her to Australia and put her on a path not dissimilar to Via Sistina, which we obviously had a lot of success with in the last 12 months.
Caught You Looking was consigned by part owner Tally-Ho Stud, who owned the filly alongside her breeders Peter and Sabina Kelly, who reflected on the sale with her daughter Zarifa Kelly.
The auction was just carried away with just perfection. I mean, the anticipation and the suspense was stunning, amazingly.
You don't often see a sale like that with so many late bids, with so much drama. I mean, it must have really put you through the ringer in there.
Oh my God, our stomachs were really...
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. It was really incredible. But Caught You Looking has always been that kind of filly. She's never left us down. She's always been superb. Every time she went out, it didn't matter where she came. She's consistent, steady Eddie, and a pet. Just an absolute darling, you know. That's all I can say really about her. And I'm just delighted that she's going to sunnier climates and that, you know, a good home, because she deserves it.
Fresh from a record-breaking week at the December foal sale with the sale of Chaldean's Sister for 2.5 million guineas, Witchbury Manor stud were in the spotlight again when Unbreak My Heart, showcasing half-sister to their top race mare Heartache, sold to MV Magnia for 625,000 guineas. The Group 3 placed juvenile, who, like her Queen Mary winning half-sister, was trained by Clive Cox, is set to visit either City of Troy or Auguste Rodin for the successful purchasers. 625,000 was the price also paid by Charlie Gordon-Watson for Rokana on behalf of Watership Down stud. The 10-year-old Fastnet Rockmare is intended to visit exciting young sire Too Darn Hot and was sold by Ringfort stud. Japanese purchasers were once again very active at this sale, with several different buyers securing choice lots from the Sceptre Session, including Tai Hai Stud, who secured Camelot mare Korja Gajo from Grove Stud for 525,000 guineas. The dual-listed winner and Group 3 placed mare, who was trained by J. Lyons for owner Mark Dobbin, was signed for by the Rokuroda family's representative Michael Youngs.
She is not on a late cover, so we hope to be able to get her to Japan, foal there, and I would think she would be potentially very nice for Kitterson Black, but obviously that's not for me to decide. That's something for them to decide. But she showed some speed, and she stayed well, and I watched all her races. She was a very genuine race mare, so I hope she'll be a good fit for them, because they like to have some speed, but they also like to have a speed that stretches. So I think this would be potentially, theoretically, a good match. So we'll see. She didn't look an absolute typical Camelot. She looked as if she had some speed from the broodmare side as well.